Sup, bros? What's up? What's up? What's up? We have a pull day today. A pull day today. One of my favorite days, actually, is my favorite day. Pull day involves back, biceps, and some grip. Your hands, the strength of your hands. I love training the forearms, the bicep, and the upper middle back. Um, this is powerful strength to have, being able to pull things to you, being able to pick things up, being able to uh, have a strong arm, a strong grip. And this is going to support all of your leg training, your lower back training that you're doing, like leg days, any kind of squats. This is going to be an aid to those squats, helping you to pick heavy shit up off the ground. So basically, we always start off with a warm up. I always start off with towel rows because it hits the grip, it hits the back, and we're going to angle this down a little bit. What I do is two warm ups. I do two warm ups. One hits the upper middle back area and one hits the lats a little bit more underneath for more lat engagement. But this one hits more of the upper middle back region. It's the portion of muscle across the shoulder blades. It goes between the rear delt and the upper middle shoulder blades, connected to the spine. Pretty much the whole part from the shoulder to this shoulder. That's what we're going to target right now. Hey, I appreciate the like. Thank you. That's what this hits. It also hits the grip, your forearms, because we're grabbing the towel and we're pulling. And this is just the warm up. You can notice I'm at like a 45-degree angle. It's not hard yet. All right. That's the warm up. We're going to do towel rows later. Completely horizontal, but that's later. Now we're going to move to the second warm up. We do two warm ups. And this is going to follow into our official sets. Chair over. Because of the nature of the straps and where these handles are, we can't hang down and do pull-ups and have, like we don't have a high enough bar for that. So we have to do a modified pull-up where we put our heels up on a chair. But to make it really hard, 40-pound backpack. That way, there's no excuses for, oh, you reduced the weight by having your heels up on the chair. To mitigate that, 40-pound backpack. But we got to do a warm-up. And I think I'll have it down right there. Here we go. Warm-up time. A quick 15. Now we take about a minute to a minute and a half rest. I think I'll do the minute and a half. And we don't sit on our phones and play around. We use the stopwatch. It's a great way to keep track of stuff. Your smartphone can be a distraction or it can be an immensely powerful tool for all kinds of things that you want to do. But don't want to let Facebook and Instagram and TikTok distract you. It has a lot of great features for productivity if you use your phone right. But we're going to do a minute and a half rest. We're already on 43 seconds, so we only got about another 45 seconds to go. And then we're going to throw on a weighted backpack. 42 pounds about. I weighed it. It's just a little over 40 pounds. It's honestly starting to feel light. I'm not going to lie. It's starting to feel light. But we got to go. We got to go. Yeah. 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 10 motherfucking weighted backpack pull-ups with 40 pounds. That's 2 more reps than I did last time. And by the way, you see the way the handles are situated, they got about a foot, a little over a foot of space in the middle. I just bought these anchors that drill into the rafters of the ceiling. They're specially designed for suspension trainers. I can show them to you. But before I had them hanging from a strap. And you'll see the strap right here. This is a strap. Looped basically like that. That's where I had it anchored in before I bought these nice riveted anchors. Hold on. Right here. You can't really see them too good, but they're really strong. And once you anchor them in, you have a good foundation for your suspension trainer. And there's so many different things you can do from this thing. Like, it's ridiculous what you can do with a suspension trainer. We're going to get into another set. Our rest period is probably about done. Here we go. Hey, how you doing? You seem to have left the chat. Sorry for that. I had something covering it. We're about to get into another set. If you show up. All right, let's get another set in. All right. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, nice. Nice. So, reset the time. Do 2-minute rest. 2-minute rest. Then we got 2 more sets with 42 pounds in this backpack. Got about a minute and a half. We just did 2 sets with the 40-pound backpack. We got 2 more sets with 40 pounds, 42 pounds, give or take. So during this time, you want to stay focused. Don't let anything distract you. Focus on your next set. Focus on beast mode. Stay in that beast mode mentality. You don't want to allow that to falter. Once you find a groove, stick with it. Because you're going to have doubts in your mind. Don't ever allow that to get in the way. You have to cloud them out with more positive self-talk or affirmations, whatever you want to call them, but keep that mindset rolling because that's what's going to push you through the workout. If you need music, put music in your ear. If you have to listen to an audio program before you work out, do that, whatever it takes. But these workouts are about intensity. They're going to bring out either the worst in you or the best in you. If you have a weak mind and a weak heart and a weak desire for gains, it's going to bring out the worst in you and you're going to quit. It's going to bring out all your flaws and expose your weakness. But if you're strong, it's going to build you up into a whole different fucking animal. So don't allow any kind of negative self-talk to get in your way. Keep that mindset. Beast mode. Lifting heavy, going hard ain't for everybody. But if you're the type of person who wants to be an animal, that's what it takes. Everything I just said. Yeah! 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 So that's the third set. I'm surprised I got that many. We're all going to have doubts in our mind. We're all going to have a voice that tries to convince us to take a different path, and veers us off from the one you're on or the one you really want to pursue. And fitness is that path. You're going to have people, circumstances, and things show up in your life, as well as your own thoughts that are going to try to deter you from doing this or anything positive in your life. And I'm telling you right now that that's being safe. That's your that's your safety net saying, don't go too hard, be safe, don't push too hard. Your body doesn't want to experience pain, but if you're willing to push through pain, that's how superheroes are created. How do you think Batman became Batman? I mean, it's just a fictional story, but there's a lot of truth hidden in superhero, in like comics, in like Marvel, in Capcom. I mean, anything like DC. There's a lot of truth intertwined into that stuff. Yeah, it's fictional. It's, you know, but it's something that inspires the masses. There's a lot of truth in that. There's a reason why it inspires so many people. That's because deep down inside, you want to be more than who you are. You want to be stronger, faster, and more badass and be able to, fight the forces of evil, basically. Now, of course, we're not immortal. We're not, we don't have superpowers, but you can be more than you are. You can be something greater. Yeah! I know I'm trying to talk some motivation in you. The truth is, I want to inspire people. This is what I was made for. This is what I want to do. I will be a personal trainer certified. And not only that, if I could be a bit of a motivational speaker on top of being a personal trainer, then I'll be that. And I'll coach people on how to bring out their real potential. Not just physically, but because through physical pain, through exercise, it builds the mind. It builds the strength of your will to be able to do other things in life that are hard. Not just physically, but through your work, through your career, through hard times. And it also gives you something to lean on when you're stressed or when you're depressed. Resorting to your workouts can be medicine for depression or anything that you're going through in life. So get it every day. We have a whole 5-minute rest now. Basically, we got through 4 sets of weighted backpack suspension trainer pull-ups with 40 pounds extra on the back. Now we got a 5-minute rest. We're going to take this time to recover, but it also gives me a time to coach you if you don't know what to do. So I have the whole plan built out from when I very first started this routine. When I was weak, about 148 pounds, had no endurance, no strength, and pretty much basically beginner level up till now, where I gained 20 pounds of muscle and still beyond because I have many, many, many more weeks to go on this workout plan. And then I'm going to take that, I'm going to share it with everybody. Along with the videos that I'm doing, basically showing people how to get fucking bad, like become a badass in their basement or home or even in a gym where you don't need a lot of weights. All you need really is the pull-up station and the dip station, a few bands, maybe a weighted belt, and a couple plates of the weight plates that you can use for the belt, the weighted belt. A weighted vest is optional, but if you don't have the weighted belt with the plates, you could use a weighted vest. You could use a weighted backpack like this, but I recommend the vest, honestly, if you can afford it. Right now, we're using the backpack, but you could do that at home. If you have a backpack, an old backpack, load that bitch up with weight. Just don't be afraid to break it, because it might break. But I had already broke a strap on here, so I had to tie that bitch. But that's just how it goes. Because these backpacks are not designed to hold 40, 50 pounds. They're designed to hold books and school supplies. However, if you have an old backpack lying around that you don't use, put water bottles in it. I don't care what you put in it. Rocks. Put rocks in it if you have good rocks around your area. Put rocks in that bitch. I don't care. Just put weight in it. And then weigh it on a scale, and you'll know exactly how much that backpack weighs. If you have the money, go get yourself a weighted backpack. Get yourself a suspension trainer. Get yourself some bands, some resistance bands with handles. You want the good ones, like the ones by Lifeline USA. These kind. Good ass bands, like these. Get yourself some bands. Seriously, bands with handles like this. With lots of variation. Make sure you get yourself bands with handles. Make sure you get yourself a suspension trainer. Get the mounts for it. Get yourself a weighted backpack or a weighted vest. If you have the money to buy a weighted vest, get that. Get yourself pull-up bands. These are different. It's basically like a big ass rubber band, like a traditional small rubber band, just magnified in size. But they come in all varying strengths. Get yourself all those things, and you don't even need a pull-up bar. If you have what I have here plus a chair, you have everything you need. And then you can make a towel device, a towel trainer. The towel trainer, it's literally a towel duct taped together in the middle. It's rolled up, duct taped in the middle, and the ends are duct taped. That's all you need. If you have the money for a pull-up bar, get yourself a badass pull-up bar. It could be a wall mount pull-up bar. It could be a doorway pull-up bar. It could be it could be like one that's on the dip stations. It's like a rack and it has the pull-up bar. It could be just do whatever you got to do to get that equipment. You don't need a lot, and you don't need to spend thousands of dollars for a setup in your basement. Just get her done. All right, so we're about 5 minutes through. Break here. Now it's time to hit the chin-ups. I said what I wanted to say. Now it's time to hit the chin-ups. It's time to get back to work. Here we go. So for the chins, this is where we bring our elbows in. We're not going wide out. We're going close and in. And our elbows are out in front of us. Yeah. Yeah. 8. Very good. 8 reps is good. That's a good point. All right. So we did our first set of chin ups. We take a 2-minute rest. Okay. We're just going to keep busting them out with the 40-pound backpack on. There's never a point where we take it off. This is how we train now, right? You want to get strong through calisthenics and simple equipment where you don't need a ton of different machines and all this. Really, when you go to the gym, you're overwhelmed because you have dozens and dozens of machines in the gym. And new people go to the gym, they see hundreds of different machines and they don't know where to start. Well, I'll tell you what, you don't need any of that. A suspension trainer, resistance bands, a freaking chair, a weighted backpack. That's all you need. And your body. That's all you need. So we hit chin ups. We have 45 seconds to go. And we're on the second set of chins. You don't need a lot of equipment to get the job done. Really, you never even have to move more than 15 feet, 10 to 15 feet in any one direction with this equipment. It's all right here. You're not going halfway across the gym for a treadmill, over here halfway across the gym for dumbbells, then having to go all the way across the other side of the gym for an ab machine. You don't need any of that shit. You don't need it. No, it's just glorified. Yeah, gyms are great. Don't get me wrong. They're great. But you don't need it to get into great shape. You do have to know what you're doing. You do have to know what you're doing. All right. Here's our next set. Oh, wow. Got 7, 8, 7. That's pretty damn good. I feel like that creatine's really starting to kick in. But we're well hydrated. We ate well today. I'm probably almost fully saturated with creatine. It takes time to get that muscle saturation. It's called a loading phase, but once it starts to kick in, you're going to have some performance gains from it. Also, muscles will look fuller and they'll be stronger. But we have 2 more sets to go. I'm just going to take a minute and a half rest because I was talking for about a minute and 30 seconds or so. So we got a set of chins coming up that I think I'll take the complete failure, to the point where I can't do another rep. And then the last final set, I'll also take it to failure. I'm going to push on these ones. 30 more seconds. So we're doing close grip chins, hands out in front, wrists flexed, because we want to get that forearm activation along with the lat and bicep activation. We're going for full body development here. Compound movements. We want to get as much work done in one exercise as possible. That way we're not playing around with all these accessory movements, doing isolation movements and shit like that. That's not what we're going for. We're going for functional strength. It's also going to build a great physique. You're going to look amazing. You're going to be strong. And you're going to be like outperforming everyone around you. At least most people. At least for your body weight. It does not take steroids. It does not take any kind of performance enhancing anything. You have to put the work in. You have to be willing to make sacrifices. You have to be willing to stick to a diet or nutrition plan. And you got to put that work in. I've been working out 6 days a week, an hour and a half a day. I have one rest day. That's the level of mentality that it takes. Now, you don't have to start out with a ton of volume. You don't have to start out giving it everything. When you start out, you want to start small and build and add and make that plan that you're doing progressive. And it should go up and increase in intensity over time. But you should still be working out 6 days a week. Always start out taking, your time, find out where you are, what you can do without killing yourself and being so sore the next day. And eventually, you'll be able to push harder and harder and harder to the point where your volume will be higher. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I have to go to complete failure. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That was complete failure. All right. We have one more set. One more. So, my motto has always been eat big to get big. If you want to get big, you got to stop eating like a fucking bird. And some people think they eat enough, and they're not. You have to eat. You have to eat. And when I say you have to eat to get big, I mean, sometimes you have to go beyond full. And you have to stay full all day. That means having big meals and snacking in between if you have to. Eat big to get big. Don't worry about a little extra fat gain. You see, I don't have abs right now, but it's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about getting those gains first. And then I'll slowly cut. And I'm not going to do a big cut. It's going to be a light cut. And we'll slowly burn that fat off over the course of probably a few months, like 90 days. And then we'll start to lean out. That's when I'll reduce my sugar intake, increase my protein, and reduce some of my fats. But everything is still going to be super structured. We have about 10 seconds. And we got another all-out set of chins. 30 more seconds because I'm supposed to go to 2 minutes and 30. A little extra rest on this last one. Here we go. Yeah, okay, yeah. All right. That's all of it. That's our 4 sets of chins with a 40-pound backpack on. What's up, my peeps? We're just getting it in. Just getting it in. Pull-ups, then chin-ups. Now we're going to towel rows. So we're done with the pull-ups and chin-ups. We can put this away. Now we're going in to towel chin-ups. This is one of my favorite exercises. One of my favorite. I will have to lower it down just a little bit, but I'll say this is my favorite because of how it trains the forearms. Like, it hits your hands and your back, but your upper middle back, that part across the shoulder blades in the back here. See where my shoulder blades are flexing? That's where the towel rows hit, across that middle upper back area. And it's going to strengthen all of your pulling movements to you, like this, to you. It's also going to give you a thick upper back. And it's going to make your shoulders look bigger. It's going to make your upper back thicker and stronger. But we still have more rest to go. We're supposed to take a 5-minute rest. These rests between exercises, although they are long, they allow you to recover. They allow your endurance, some of that lactic acid buildup in your muscles to dissipate. That's what the long rest periods in between exercises does. That's why I take a 5-minute rest before moving to a new exercise. So if I go from pull-ups to chin-ups, say four sets of pull-ups in between, 5-minute rest. Then 4 sets of chin-ups. Then another 5-minute rest. Then 4 sets of towel rows. That 5-minute rest allows you to get rid of some of that lactic acid buildup in the muscles so that you can push harder on the next exercise, allowing you to get more muscle activation so that you get bigger and stronger. That's why those rest periods are so important. Because if you hit the muscle while you're tired, you're not getting the most engagement that you can out of that muscle. So you want to recover. That's why we take good long rest periods in between exercises. Longer rest periods than, say, in between sets. This allows you to also get some water, psych yourself up. If you have to pump yourself up for this next movement, for this next exercise, this 5 minutes allows you to regain your mentality as well. Not just physical endurance, but longer rest periods allows you to basically gain a mental advantage. But it has to be structured. Once you set your rest, stick with it. Don't go under or above. Stick with that rest period. Don't play on your phone. Don't toy around on Facebook. Don't toy around on TikTok. Focus on what you're doing. If you got a stopwatch, keep an eye on your stopwatch. So with the towel rows, we're going to go super deep, completely horizontal. And I'm getting close to the end of my rest period here. We're going to angle this down. You're going to see how low we go. I want you to see the angle and position of the body and form of the exercise. So we're about finished with the rest here. That's been about 5 minutes or so, roughly. Yeah! 14. Hell yeah, dude. That's like 2 more reps than I did last time before I started to give out. That's very good. So we did our towel row set, first set. Now we got a 2-minute rest. We have 6 sets of these. 6 sets of towel rows. All right. We're training the grip. We're training the biceps. We're training the upper middle back. This is going to build a thick back, big forearms, big strong forearms, and it's also going to hit some bicep. But what we're really going for is a stronger grip, stronger forearms, and a big, thick upper back. And that's what we're doing with towel rows. We'll do a pump check at the end. You'll get to see the back pump, a good back pump. I stand by how I train. I stand by what I preach because I know it works through experience. Even when I was in my fittest form, I wasn't taking supplements, nothing. Just food, just good food. I was just eating, trying to eat best I could. So when I was in my best form, I wasn't taking supplements. I was just eating good, and I was going outside and getting sunlight for vitamin D. That's it. This time around, we're taking a good multivitamin, some magnesium glycinate for bedtime, restful sleep, and recovery at night, and creatine, which we just added in about a week and a half ago or so. So our results should be amplified, and we should get an even better result than even when I was in my best shape. Even though I was younger this time around, because we're doing things better, we're doing things smarter, it should be even more intensified, the results that we're going to get here. All right, I got to get my set in. Got to get that set in. All right, pay attention to the form on this. It's a towel row. We're going completely horizontal. You may not be able to go horizontal yet. That's fine. You don't have to go as low. Yeah. Yeah. So that was a good set. Forearms are insanely pumped right now. And so is my back. These kinds of exercises make you better at everything in your life, physically, and to a percentage mentally as well, because it teaches you discipline. By sticking to a strength training routine, it teaches you discipline. It strengthens your will and your resolve. And that's going to shine through other areas of your life. It's going to shine through your work. It's going to shine through your relationships with your spouse, your kids, whoever's in your life. They're just going to benefit from you being a stronger, healthier person. So if we can stick to that shit, don't allow your health to decline. Don't let yourself go. Life is better when you train hard. Even when things aren't going perfect in your life, when you train hard, it makes that experience 10 times more manageable. 10 times more manageable. Because your mind is healthier. When you sweat, when you train, when you sweat, you release toxins through your sweat. So not only are you becoming more fit, you're also sweating out toxins through your sweat. So you're getting rid of fluoride, lead, arsenic, other toxins and shit through your sweat. And you're detoxifying your body. So training is healthy for you in so many more ways than you even know. All right, we got a set. Let's get it. Towel rows, baby. Third set. I think it's the third set. Anyway, let's hit it. Lightweight, baby. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually getting really hard. Yeah. Ah. 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 My hands almost gave out on that one. Felt like I was going to slip off, but we got it. Now we take a 2-minute rest. We still have, I did 14, 12, 10. Yeah, 14, 12, 10. We still have 3 more to go. This ain't no joke. It's like a fucking marathon for your back and grip. How long can you endure it? Well, you only have to get through 6 sets. Talrose, boy, I'm telling you. Horizontal training with your body horizontal to the ground, whether it's push-ups or a horizontal rowing motion, it's going to train not just your upper middle back, it's going to train your ass, your glutes, your hamstrings, your lower back, because you have to keep your body horizontal. And by keeping your body horizontal, you're training all of those stabilizer muscles. It's the same with push-ups. When you're doing push-ups, you're not just training your chest or your front delts or your triceps. You're also training your abdominals, your hip flexors, and a little bit of your quads just to keep your body straight. And that's why this kind of training is so good for functional training, because it hits so many different muscles simultaneously. That's why calisthenics people are so strong for their body weight. That's why they can do all those nifty tricks. Of course, that's not what I'm going for, but I'm just going for functional strength and a great looking physique on top of it. Let's get it. Set number 4. I think, right? 14, 12, 10. This will probably be around 8. Yeah, nope. I think we did more than that. I think that's number 5. I think I miscounted one, be honest with you. But it's fine. Ugh. 2-minute and 30-second rest. Still have a whole minute. And after this, we have biceps. We have one more set of this. That's it. And then we're going to biceps. Bicep curls. Oh, yeah, let's get it. Final set, baby. Final set. Final set. Here we go. Ugh. Yeah. Ugh. Oh, I'm fatigued. That's good. Nice. What's up, peeps? So we're going to bicep curls now. We're going to get the band set up. That's a heavy ass band setup right there. That's not for curls. We got to take just one of them off. It's a little too heavy with 3, but I can do 2 starting out. And that's heavy. At least for me, it's heavy as shit. But I should be able to get maybe first set about 6. Maybe 6. We're going to raise the angle of the camera. You have a good bit of rest to go. You want to recover some. So we just got done doing pull-ups, chin-ups, and towel rows. It's all going to fatigue the bicep because it still hits bicep. So we want to wait about 5 minutes before we hit these curls. It's a good long rest period, but you want to recover before you start moving to the next exercise. That way you can go as hard as possible on that exercise. So everything we did is still training biceps, even though now we're doing a bicep isolation exercise. Next, everything we did leading up to this bicep curl was still hitting biceps and forearms and your wrist and your back and your lats. Like, it's no joke. I am so pumped all over. I feel like my muscles are going to explode off my bones right now. But we can do a pump check. Pump check. Getting some gains. It's still just the beginning. Like I said, it's only beginning. We're only about 100 or so days into overall training. For this routine, we're about 83 days in. But because I injured my shoulder, I took some time off from it. So I did some rehab stuff for about 3 weeks because I had a bike wreck and landed on my right shoulder, and it was pretty bad. I had to go to Express Care, and they diagnosed me with a contusion in my shoulder. It's like an impact wound, caused bruising and inflammation inside the rotator cuff and in the muscle. But it took 3 weeks to get that nice and to the point where I could start lifting heavy again. So really, it has been more than 83 days. It's probably been closer to 111 days or 115 days. However, for our routine that we're sticking to, I had to go back to my previous weeks. I had to start where I left off. So we're still on the 83rd day. We're not just jumping ahead. So we have about 2 minutes to go. It's a 5-minute rest. Okay. But I'm going to get ready. I'm going to get myself psyched up a little bit. 2 minutes ain't long. Actually, another minute and a half, it's going to go by fast. And this is very heavy for me. So this is my heaviest band. It's actually the heaviest band they make. It's a 100-pound band and a 40-pound band together. We still have a whole minute. Nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you. Nothing will get in your way. You break all obstacles, all barriers in your way. You are a fucking rhinoceros running through a bay of hail or a bale of hay. Can't fucking stop you. Can't fucking stop you. Here we go. Ah! Yeah. 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 Ah! I tend to push harder on the curls for some reason. Something about curls, I just fucking love curls. 2-minute rest. So you want to get them arms. I'm going to get them arms. I want to get back to where I was. Actually, I want to surpass where I was by leaps and bounds. This ain't about reaching your old physique. This is about surpassing it. Still got a minute. Oh, I appreciate it. I don't even remember what the fuck I said. I was in the moment. But I'll watch it back on video. I remember some of what I said, but I don't remember everything. Well, I'm glad you got some value out of it. Talking about the rhino running through a bale of hay, because that's the equivalent of the obstacles that we're running through because we're a fucking rhino. Nothing can stop us, baby. 30 seconds. Even big obstacles are small. Arf, 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 arf. Lightweight. Here we go. 10 seconds. Ah, ah. Ho, ho. Tighten up your glutes, your back, your core, everything. And go. Yeah. 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 Ah. We still have 2 sets to go. Pump check. Back pump check. Because that's what we're training today is back biceps. Uh, 1 minute to go. I should actually lower the weight, but I seem to be doing really well with it. So we're going to stick with it. I've never stuck with these 2 bands like this, but it's feeling really good. So usually I wind up dropping one, the smaller one. 20 seconds. Ah! Yeah. Yeah. Ah. 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 Go hard or go home, motherfuckers. Go hard or go home. Go hard or don't go at all. Go hard or go home. Go hard or don't go at all. All right, so We're getting there. One day at a time, baby. One day at a time, one work at a time. So now we have 40 50 seconds, 45 seconds now. I'm going to take a band off for the final set. We're going to go for a hard pump. Instead of going for pure weight, we're going to finish with just the black band, which is still a good weight. But we should be able to get about 8 reps instead of 4 or 5. It's almost that time. Here we go. So on the final set, I usually take an extra 30 seconds. So we got about 20 seconds to go. And then we're going to go for a pump set. This final set's not the heaviest set, but we're going full burnout. Here we go. Yeah, okay. Failed on 11. Oh, wow. Biceps are done. Biceps are done. Now we have to move to wrist rotations. We're doing some accessory movements now. We're done with all the heavy stuff. And we're moving to accessories. I do these because I want a strong wrist, not just big muscles. I want a strong grip and wrist. So I got to go to week 12 because we're on week 12. I'm on the routine right now. Looking at it. Yep. Yeah. Wrist rotations, exactly what I thought. 3 sets of wrist rotations. Then we have external rotations. So basically, we are going to finish with some accessory work. These are like smaller, easier lifts, but they're supplemental to what we've already been doing and help to train some muscles that aren't usually targeted during the other exercises that we were doing. All right, first sit down. And that's how we do it. So now we're done with our major work. Now we're just doing wrist rotations by twisting the wrist. Twisting the towel in, that's going to build rotational force and strength in the wrist, forearms, and help you to pretty much do anything better in life. Like as far as lifting goes, moving things, picking things up, because we always tend to train like um, the primary muscles, the primary lifting muscles, flexion, extension, um, even rising, like a hammer curl. But we never really train the rotational shit. And that is what makes arm wrestlers so strong. Why do arm wrestlers, beat guys that are much bigger than them? It's because of the rotational strength that they have. It's not just, you know, big biceps, big forearms. A lot of it is pronation and supination. This is the strength we're working on now. And it's a simpler movement, but we just want to get that work in. We're not doing the arm wrestling specific movements yet. We're just rotating, 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 like that. And we take shorter rests. We're only doing 1.5 minutes as opposed to 2-minute rests. And we only have to do 3 sets for each. I feel so fucking pumped right now, dude. Part of it, I think, is due to the creatine. I think that creatine is really finally starting to kick in. We're working out all this time, at least up to like about day 70 without creatine. And then we started taking creatine probably around day 70. I'm on like the 13th day of taking creatine. And boy, I tell you what, I love creatine. That shit is badass. It's the most researched sports supplement in the world with the most benefits documented, like out of any sports supplement. Just get yourself cheap creatine and work out. Eat healthy. And if you want, take a multivitamin, but I recommend a methylated multivitamin. Don't get those cheap ass multivitamins. Get yourself a good methylated multivitamin. And magnesium glycinate. Take your magnesium glycinate at night, 60 to 90 minutes before bed. Take your methylated multivitamin with food during the day, and take your creatine. And you will be surprised at how much better you feel. Even during your workouts. Like, I'm not exhausted at all. Muscles are fatigued a little bit, but I'm like fucking energized. Like, I just want to keep going. Like, if my muscles could keep going, I would. But you don't want to overtrain. Yeah. Okay, that's the final set for supination. Now we're going to do pronation. So what we were training before was supination, this motion. Now we're going to train this motion. We're only doing 3 sets because it's supplemental to everything we did. And then we got internal rotations for the shoulder. Another rotational exercise, but instead of in the wrist, it's in the shoulder. So right now we're training rotation in the wrist, and next we're going to do rotation in the shoulder. But we got a good rest. Time is it? Almost dinner time. I can't wait to eat. I'm pretty hungry. But we're done with all the hard stuff. We're doing the easy accessory work. We always finish with it. Do it towards the end of your primary workout. We've been working out for almost an hour and a half, but we're finishing up now. That's usually about how long my workouts take, is like an hour and a half to an hour and 40 minutes. Now we're doing pronation, which is this. Yeah, that's pronation. We got 2 more sets of that. Whew, boy, I tell you what. Shit is intense, though. I am ready for nutrition. Say, give you a little tip. Give you a little tip right now. The best time to have a dessert, if you want to eat something sweet, like your favorite sweet cheat thing, is the best time to take it is right after an intense workout. You'll most likely never gain a fraction of a piece of gram of fat on your body, because all of that's going to go to restoring your glycogen after a hard workout, and also helping your recovery, your endurance, as you use muscle glycogen, which is pretty much like stored carbs, stored carbohydrates in your muscles that they use to exert force, ATP. And that glycogen depletes when you work out. Good way to restore it is with fast acting carbs. It could be ice cream, it could be honey, it could be a candy bar, it could be whatever your favorite dessert is. It could be brownies, it could be whatever you want it to be. The best time to do it is right after an intense fucking workout, because that's the least likely time that you're ever going to gain weight, because you already burnt an immense amount of calories. So now your muscles and your body's starving for that those carbs to restore glycogen in your muscles. So usually if I want to cheat, or if I want to have some sort of like sweet thing, the best time to do it right after an intense workout. So that's when you do it. Okay. And then you won't have a sweet tooth later. Do that shit right after your workout. All right, we gotta get another one of these in. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. All right. One more of those. One more. We're training that rotation. I need to decide what I want to eat. Chicken or beef? Chicken or burgers, to be exact. I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Maybe burgers. Burgers with some tater tots and a vegetable. Put about half an avocado on the burger, some cheese. I could cook up a few strips of bacon. Throw some tater tots in the air fryer and do a vegetable. So we're balking. We're not. This ain't a cut, bruh. This ain't no cut. This ain't no cut. This ain't no cut. Yeah. Oh, man. Whew. All right. So now we got to hit the shoulder rotations. We're done with that. Internal rotations, I can go heavier on. So it's a unique exercise. Injury prevention, but also strengthens the shoulder. I need this band here. Just got to fix the angle. All right. Angle adjustment. Angle adjustment. Internal rotations. We're going to hang us up too. So we're done with that. Like that. We're done with this. We're done with all that shit. Bring it over. Internal rotation. It's a band attached to a point that's horizontal to your elbow, straight across. Then you're just gonna rotate in like this. Switch sides. Wow. Wow. Oh, a chest cramp? That's a first. Okay, you know what? I think we're done. I think we're done. So I appreciate you guys. Oh, all right. So I think we pushed a little hard today. That's fine. I'm experiencing a little bit of a chest cramp. That's okay. I will see you guys in the next one. I appreciate yous. That's all for now. And stay strong. Keep, pushing hard. Don't forget to subscribe. There's all kinds of good shit coming, right? So, nutrition plans, workout plans, blog post articles. But for now, just keep watching the lives. I'll see you guys. Peace.